What's up, everybody, and welcome to another elevated episode of America's Best Restaurants. The reason why I say elevated is right now we're here in Ellijay, Georgia, as we have gone all the way to the top, as we are sitting here at the roof in the downtown district. And man, I gotta tell you, not only are we elevated at the present moment, I know the food is elevated as well. So I'm super excited to go inside, have some fun, and of course, get to the eating. Right now, we got Chef Abe back here, and I've seen a lot of delicious things coming out of the kitchen, Chef Abe, and I know I'm going to get one of those very delicious things. What you got cooking up for me?
Well, today we're going to have the pecan-encrusted Appalachian trout, and it's going to be served with our jalapeno cheddar grits, broccolini, and our bourbon beurre blanc.
Woo! Woo, you guys are fancy here, man. I'm ready to get started whenever you are, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll take our trout, and then we will lightly bread it in our flour and our pecans.
Nice, nice.
We'll go ahead and start the broccolini in this pan.
Oh, I love a good broccolini, man. I love a good broccolini.
Yes, sir. We'll do a little bit of oil, get that hot.
All right, give it the salt bag, give it the salt bag.
Do a little bit of flip.
Look at that fire! I control the fire, baby!
Broccolini is ready. We'll turn that off.
Broccoli up, yeah, man.
Caramelized, and we'll give this a flip.
If you guys can smell what I'm smelling right here, you would be so jealous because it smells so good in this kitchen.
We'll start setting up our plate. Take a plate. We will take our cheddar cheese grits made in-house daily.
Cheddar cheese grits, I love a good grit. I love some good grits, man. So this is definitely Southern inspired if you're going with cheddar cheese grits.
Yes, sir, very Southern based.
Nice.
Our jalapenos and our bacon mix. And
whoa, jalapenos and bacon mix.
Yes, sir, and we'll mix that right into our grits.
I mean, we're getting crazy now. We're getting crazy with it. We're getting crazy with these flavors, Chef Abe.
We will grab our broccolini.
There we go. Look at all that delicious garlic down there too.
And then we'll take our trout right off the grill. Nice and seasoned, nice and seared. And we will take our bourbon beurre blanc and pour that right over the top to melt.
Stop being so fancy. Now, to those who don't know, including myself, what is a bourbon beurre blanc?
Yes, sir. It's a butter sauce. So we'll take onions, garlic, and butter and thyme, and we'll heat them up in a pan, get them nice and caramelized, and then we'll take our local, or our house whiskey and deglaze the pan, flambe it, and then add in cold butter until it makes a creamy sauce, and we'll pour it right over the top.
Did you say house whiskey?
Yes, sir.
Y'all got a house whiskey?
Well, local whiskey. It's a whiskey reserve.
Okay, well that still works for me, especially when you add it to this beurre blanc. I'm tired of talking. I'm ready to eat this bad boy.
Yes, sir.
All right. A nice piece of this trout. Oh, look how beautiful it is. Just came off. You are so beautiful. That is so good.
I'll take it you liked it.
That is so fire, man. Love that beurre blanc sauce. It melts over top of that beautiful trout and just ingests inside of that fish. Bring out a whole new flavor profile. Then on top of that, I love the cheesy grits. Then you add that jalapeno, just a whole mess of flavors just exploding in my mouth at the same time. Everything here on this plate is on point. Chef Abe, honestly, you rocked it, baby.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna taste a little bit more of this, just a little, because we got more to eat. And I'm gonna sit down with Matt. We're gonna have another really delicious meal. Well, Matt, it's really a pleasure to be here with you guys today. We've had a really phenomenal time hanging out here. It's a beautiful view. First of all, I mean, that's the first thing that comes to mind. I'm partial to rooftop restaurants to begin with. And when you add that onto the fact that the interior ambiance, the decor in here is just spot on. You have a great staff, but on top of everything else, everything at that kitchen looked phenomenal.
Thank you so much. Again, I got to tell you, I say every day, we were lucky enough to find the building the first time we climbed up on the roof and we saw the view. I kid you not, we didn't really have an intention of doing this. Mm-hmm. And then we saw the view of the mountains out there and we're like, people come to Ellijay to see the mountains and they're in downtown Ellijay and you can't see the mountains. So we kind of have to do this.
Yeah.
But for all that we do that makes it so wonderful, it's not us. We just try to create an environment that our team can excel and thrive. And we've had so many of our staff here with us for almost the whole 4 years that we've been open. It's kind of the joke in town because people are like, you can't get in there if you want to get a job. We try to take care of them, and they take fantastic care of not only us, but the community as a whole. And that's really what makes this so great.
That's phenomenal. And you also brought up a great point, the fact that most of your staff, we were actually talking about that a little earlier with them, how so many people that are here, they've been here for the long haul. You know, they don't go anywhere. That's why this is such a hard place to get a job. But that is a testament to ownership, to management, and to the systems that are in place, because people don't stick around in places they don't like to work.
Right. Well, and I'll say this, my management team is top notch. John Shea, my managing partner, Josh Christofferson, they both do a phenomenal job, as well as our sous chef and all the others that we have on the team. We've come a long way in the last 4 years, and we've grown. And it's not only because of the community, it really is. I go back to the team of people that we have here. They befriend the community each and every day. It's how I've met so many people in this town. So we're really blessed. And we couldn't be more thankful.
I mean, I think it's super impressive. First off, you kind of almost had the unwittingly foresight to have glass doors to go around, not knowing what was. Did you already know the pandemic was here?
No, no, we did not. No, we did not. No, that caught us all off guard. Yeah. So
Wow.
no, we did not. But that was the plan, and it worked out very, very well.
Yeah, that is super fortunate that you guys had the foresight to be able to do that and not even realize what you were doing. And then on top of that, how much you've built with this location, you know, with the elevator and adding all these other stuff, but meanwhile still maintaining the historical structure of the building. I mean, that within itself is impressive. Then you add on all the different things that makes the roof so wowing, so amazing, you know, and then knowing the background of it, it's just like, wow. I mean, this is just crazy.
Yeah. The newest addition being the door, which is our speakeasy. It's just an extension of the roof. And as I've said before, it's really worked out well. It's still a speakeasy. Mm-hmm. You still got to find it. You've got to know the passcode. You've got to know how to get there. But if you ever want to see a man about a horse, you should probably stop in and see us. We're the guy.
So how do you get that password?
If you didn't pick up on it, I can't help you.
Oh, okay. I think I might have picked up on it now. Before I start to tear into this, I got one final question I want to ask you. So what is it that you want the town of Ellijay, you know, the greater tri-state area to know about the roof?
I think the fact that what I always hear from people that come to the roof, because it's a rooftop restaurant, right? And I get told all the time, people are like, they really do, Theo. They're like, I thought it was just going to be a shtick, right? Nice view, food.
Yeah.
They're like, I didn't expect this. We wanted to get away, you know, again, look, good bar food has a great place.
Yes.
I want my wings and I know where I'm going. And there's all that food that we get, but we wanted a more elevated menu, and we really wanted to showcase the talent of our kitchen crew, our chefs, and what they come up with. So not only do we have a very Southern menu, I say that, you know, if you look at our webpage, we talk about that we, I guess, pay homage to our Appalachian roots. Here in Ellijay, we are the foothills of the Appalachian Mountain. In fact, the Appalachian Trail starts right over here in Springer Mountain.
Oh, really?
Yes, it does. And of course, it's a long trail, but that's where it starts. That's about as far as I'd get. But, you know, so we stuck with the idea that we want Southern food with a flair.
Yeah.
That's kind of the example that I tell everyone. So when people say this just isn't what I expect, they really enjoy the food. And again, I give all the credit to our team because they're the ones that deliver it day in and day out. And I couldn't be more proud of what they do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we've had a great time here today. We've tremendously enjoyed ourselves. Your community loves you guys. I was on the Facebook Live a little earlier. I was talking to your patrons and your community. And I mean, not only did they love the food, not only did they love the ambience, but they loved you, your partner.
Thank you.
And it's one of the most amazing things to see a community really kind of coalesce around one business and a couple of people and your staff as well.
Now you're making me red again. Sorry.
I mean, you guys put up great food, and honestly, it's a great time. Well, right now, I got a couple of really delicious dishes that are sitting in front of me. Shrimp and grits.
Yes, sir.
And then we also got your home run meatloaf. Tell me what's special about this meatloaf here.
So this is not Joe Mama's meatloaf. And so what we always say is that this is our mama's recipe. We just flared it up a little bit.
Yeah.
So it is, Black Angus grass-fed ground beef. We have our eggs, we have our onions, our thyme, garlic. I'll miss half the ingredients in there because it's quite in depth. But this also is a blue oyster mushroom ragu. And we get the mushrooms fresh from Ellijay Mushrooms right here in Ellijay. They have an enormous mushroom farm. They bring us these blue oyster mushrooms about 2 or 3 days a week.
This is a fire meatloaf right here. Absolute fire, man. I love that blue oyster ragu. Is that what you call it?
Yes.
There we go. Blue mushroom ragu. Phenomenal, man. Gives it a real rustic flavor to it. And on top of the delicious flavor inside that meatloaf, I love the mixture of all the seasonings because, you named a couple of seasonings in there. Not everybody puts in their meatloaf.
Right.
So it adds another flavor profile. Really tasty. But that ragu that's on top of here, man, ragu. That is absolute fire, man. But I'm gonna move on for this one.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna keep on eating it.
It's all yours.
All right, so what we got here?
So this is our shrimp and grits. It's shrimp and grits, but we do also have andouille sausage, grilled peppers, as well as Logan Pike grits, but they're cheese Logan Pike grits. And we do have some people that will actually upgrade to our jalapeno bacon cheese grits for their shrimp and grits, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, man, these shrimp and grits are fire, man. I love the flavor of these grits. I mean, you can't go down south without getting some grits, right?
That's right.
This is absolute fire. I love the flavor of your grits. And then on top of that, the sauce that comes with the andouille sausage, and you got those peppers in there. I mean, you're getting a nice flavor, nice small kick of heat, nothing serious. It really more just adds flavor than anything to it. That is an absolute treat. That is a delight. Thank you so much for all that you guys have done here today. And I truly enjoyed myself here today. We've had a great time. And I'm really glad that you guys allowed us to highlight you guys as one of America's best restaurants. Thank you so much.
Theo, thank you. Before you get out of here, though, I am going to show you, since I tried to hint to you what the password is, I need to show you how to get in the door.
Okay.
I think it's going to be worth your time.
Well, it sounds like it's worth my time. I'm here for it, man.
All right, well, we have a saying down there. Up here, it's eat, drink, view. Down there, it's sit back, relax, and don't tell.
I'll never tell. What can I say other than the fact that I just had a phenomenal time here at the roof, and now I finally made it down to the door. And hopefully you guys picked up on that little password into the speakeasy that we kind of dropped the dime on during our interview with Matt. I'm telling you, man, we had a great time here today. First off, love Matt, awesome dude. Excellent energy and just the friendliest guy you gonna meet. On top of that, the staff was awesome. All of the patrons that came to have a great time with us were wonderful. But my favorite part, as always, is the food. Man, the food was on point. I love that trout. That was so fire. The shrimp and grits were good, and that meatloaf was to die for. So I'm telling you, anytime you're anywhere near Ellijay, Georgia, definitely make your way on over to the roof. Unfortunately, though, I'm gonna finish my drink and then it's time to keep it pushing. So, with that said, I'm Theo Williams for America's Best Restaurants. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. Hope to see you.